Hi guys, Sourdough Kathy here. Anyone who has been following my channel knows that I had a big problem with my red wigglers months and months ago in my vermi bag. Well, I eventually moved them into this tote, which I think is a 10 to 14 gallon tote, and I took the castings from it because I didn't have a lot last time. It only came out to like 1.5 quarts. But this time I put in large pieces of cardboard, which are this size pieces right here, and I put this whole thing was covered. Now, as you can see, it's all the castings are gone. So about a week ago I filled this side with some food and some more squares, and they've blown through that. So what I'm going to do now is just remove all this stuff here so that I can fill this back up again with some new bedding, because we can't keep this going over on this little side here. But I do want to show you, I'm going to try and get out of the light here, that look at these worms. These worms are like super big now. These are my red wigglers. They're as big as some of my look at them. They're all over my fingers. There's so many of them in here. That's why I need to get them moved over. They're also very wet, sticky. So I'm going to do that. Fill this up with some new stuff and try and get these worms off my fingers. I'll be back. Okay guys, now this is the new tote. The old stuff is over here. All the new bedding is over here. And there's something I want to say. A lot of people think that you have to get this stuff out right away. But I want to show you something, because there is still a lot of food left in these castings here for worms to eat. I don't know if you can see that really good, but there's all kinds of pieces of cardboard in here. There's still pieces of food in here. There's pieces of leaves in here, right down there. There's plenty for worms to munch on. So there is no rush. You don't have to get your worms out because it looks like it should come out. Now, they've really ripped through this cardboard, and the longer oops, I got my finger in there. Sorry about that. The longer you keep them in, the less time it's going to take for them to really eat through all of the food and all of the cardboard. That's the whole purpose, is to get rid of everything. But if you keep taking it out, you're not getting the really rich, good stuff. You're just getting a lot of stuff that hasn't been totally processed yet. So I would suggest that you leave it in a while. It's not going to hurt the worms. They're not going to croak on you. I mean, if this was soaking wet and stunk and, you know, they were having to eat their own poop 25 times a day, but they don't do that. They're going to go for pieces of food whenever they can. Even in the other bin that I just put all their castings in. So I'll go through that and I'll try and show you exactly how much junk was still left in the castings when I get done doing it. And I'm going to add it to the end of this video. I didn't want to miss this worm ball I just found, so I'm just adding it in right now. Okay guys, so here we are. I promised that I would show you the difference between my castings, which is this. This is what I got from castings. This goes through a 2mm screen. This is what is left over. And let me tell you, not only is there a whole bunch of food in here for them to eat, but there's a whole bunch of worms. And you can see them. Now, red wigglers are really tiny, but there are tons of baby worms in here. I hope you can see that. I hope there's enough light. All right, let's see if I can get a good kind of worms in here. There's a nice big one, but most of them are teeny tiny, as you can see right there. They're very, very small. So I'm going to take this with all of the junk that's left in it that I don't use. This is what people would call vermicompost, but I call it unfinished, unprocessed cardboard and worms and eggs that still need to be hatched. So it's going back in the tote with the rest of it so it can be eaten up. You can see all the pieces of, there's a worm there. There's all kinds of pieces of junk in here. All kinds of paper, cardboard rather. Some leaves. I know that these worms hate leaves, so I don't even know why I even bother putting them in. So I'm going to get these guys back where they belong, and that'll be it, folks. I hope that you enjoyed the content. I hope you'll give me a check, a like, a subscribe, whatever. I love you all. I care about all of you, and bye-bye for now.